And roll up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Up to the wrist. And across. Up to the knuckles and across. Wait. And down to the wrist. And let's leave the ball in the palm, interlace the fingers and squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze. And release. Let's toss the ball up in the air. Moving around, switching hands, switching heights, maybe batting it. Three, two, and one. Put the ball on the floor. Put the ball in the middle of the foot and press down 3 times. Up to the knuckles, once on each. Roll across the knuckles. And bring the ball to the middle of the foot and wiggle the toes. Back to pushing the toes into the ball. And raise and separate. I'm all mixed up today. Must be the rain. And now, scribble. Three, two, one, release. Reassess. And repeat. Press down 3 times in the middle of the other foot. Go up to the knuckles and press down on each. Roll across the knuckles. Ball is in the middle of the foot, wiggle the toes. Crunch the toes into the ball. Raise and separate. Crunch again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, two, one. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess how the feet feel and the ankles and the knees and the hips. Then we're going to do some wood chops. We'll start with about 7 through the middle, hinging at the waist. And then diagonally from one side to the other. And then the other side. And then shake the tree. 3, 2, 1, center. Twist at the waist, swing the arms. And the center with ocean wave breathing. Inhale on the way up. Arms come out a little bit further. And exhale on the way out. Start coming down. And fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out, gather in starlight. And center. Same thing in the other direction. Down. And the center. Take some steps forward. And then elbow towards the opposite knee. And then slap the opposite heel in the front. And then behind you. And then do a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then walk. Or march. Or jog. And it's Saturdays. We're going to do some seated core. We will do 10 sit to stands. But feel free to do some squats. You're up to it. Whatever you do, be safe in getting that heart going a little bit. Talk to veterans after class. I'm gonna run. Do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 20. And 30. Yeah. Take a couple of breaths. Interlace the fingers. Hands up overhead. Come up on your toes if you can. Come on back down. Lean back if you can. Back to center. Bend to one side. Then to the other. Come on back to center. Lower the hands to the chest. Push out. Come on down. Bring one hand on top, the other below. You can use a rag or a band or a belt or a strap or a dish towel if you can't reach. But either way, pull up as you pull down. And then repeat on the other side. Extend the arms and tap the shoulders. And then swim. Go into a backstroke. And then a breaststroke. Bring one arm across the body, press in. And then the other. Press one, bring the arm behind the back and press down and in. And then the other. Form a W, squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. Release. Squeeze. Release. And squeeze. And release. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. And come on down with the hands and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Come back to center, tuck in the chin, look to one side, drop the chin to the collarbone. And then look up. Back to center, chin still tucked, look the other way. Drop the chin. And look up. Back to center, still tucked. Back like a pigeon. And let's grab a stick. We're going to put the stick inside the arch of one foot. Bring the other foot out, bend that knee, slide down the stick. Stretch the adductors. On the one leg. And then go the other way. Come on up, bring one foot forward, put the stick behind it. Slide down. Lift the sole of the foot. And if you can, wiggle it back and forth. Press the sole of that foot against the stick. And repeat on the other leg, starting with the hamstrings. And then sole. All right, let's go back to center. We're doing Dr. Lee's dynamic stick routine. Stick goes up on the shoulders, and we're twisting at the waist. If you can and feel safe doing so, bring some steps into the movement. And then bring the stick up overhead and go side to side. Bring it below the waist, go side to side. Go to one side, go back and forth. And then the other side, back and forth. Bring it in front, paddle a kayak. Reverse. Bring the stick up to the shoulders. Palms are facing out, lock the wrists. Bring the stick down below the waist and back to the shoulders. And then up above the head and down below the waist. Stop at the shoulders, reverse the grip, lock the wrists. Go below the waist. And above the head and below the waist. Stop at the shoulders, bring the stick behind the head again, resting hands on the ends of the stick. Do some step ups, only go as high as feels safe for you, alternating. And then do some hip rotations, again, only go as high as feels safe. And then bring the stick around to the side and at or near the top, swing behind you. And then the other side. And then bring it to the middle. Hold on with two hands or one hand or a finger or two. And come up on your toes and hold for about 17. Three, two, one, and then back on your heels for 17. Three, two, one, and down. You can put the stick down and grab a chair. We will start with some sit to stands. I'm going to move my hands around. You can either follow me or put your arms and hands in the position that feels safest for you. Here we go. We're going to sit down totally and get up. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Let's sit down right in the middle of the chair. Going to put our hands up in the air, parallel to the ears, and bend forward about 45 degrees and come back. The core engaged. More. And then cross the arms. You're still in the middle. Tap the back of the seat. Come back. Core is still engaged. And 10. All right, let's cross one leg over the other and rotate at the ankle in one direction. And then go the other way. And then point the toes towards the shin and away. And then press down on the knee as you hinge forward. And come on back up. Put that leg down, cross the other leg. Rotate the ankle in one direction. And then the other. Point the toes towards and away from the shin. And then press down on the knee as you hinge forward. Three, two, one. Let's do some kicks. We'll alternate legs. And then spread the legs apart and come across. You don't have to touch the toes. You can, great, but go towards them. Come on back. Put one hand on top of the other. Grab your fingers and pull apart. And then reverse the position of the hands and do the same. And then go into prayer position and push. And then we're going to put our feet out and do some seated jacks. Let's go overhead. And finally, put the hands behind your head and turn to the left and turn to the right. And come back to center. We'll stay seated for the ha breathing, last day of ha breathing. In through the nose, down through to the belly, push that diaphragm, then fill up the chest. When it's filled, we're going to exhale with the ha sound as if we're fogging a mirror. Or the count of 10 if you can do it. You can always go longer if you're doing it on your own. You can go shorter if you need to. Here we go. Last one. All right, we're gonna stand up, get the chair out of the way. And rub those hands together to cultivate chi and form a chi ball that is gonna move us around wherever the heck it wants to go. And the 3, 2, 1, center to breaths. We'll open our hearts. Pausing on this inhale, exhaling to send it out. And center 2 breaths. Bring down chi from above. And gather it from below. And namaste.
Thanks, Thom.
Oh, you're welcome, Mira. Have a great there we are. Have a great day, great night. And gonna do some 5 Tibetans. If you're with us. I'm gonna start with some spins, but you can just twist at the waist and swing the arms, or up to 11 spins. And when you're done, take your time, 2 breaths. Again, take your time. I'm gonna switch the camera. We're gonna meet on the floor on our backs. All right. Hands can be at the side, but if you have lower back problems, put them back there. If you have neck problems, put them behind your head. In the modified version, the soles of the feet are on the floor. You're going to lift your head, neck, and shoulders and the soles, and then bring the soles and head, neck, and shoulders down. We'll do 11 of those. In the regular version, the legs are extended, hands are by the side or in one of the other positions if you need to. The legs come up as your head, neck, and shoulders come up and back down. That's 1. We'll do up to 11. 2. Five. And again, when you're done, take a couple of breaths. And we can get up on our knees. Dog is snoring. Not into this. Hands on the back of the thighs. If you have back issues and can't do extensions, just roll back on your knees and come up. But if you can bend backwards, do so and come forward. Up to 11. And then again, take 2 breaths. We're going to sit down. Hands are generally by the hips. They can be behind you if you need some extra leverage. In the modified version, the soles of the feet are on the floor. Regular version, the legs are extended again. Either way, we come into an inverted table and we do 11 or so. 2. And 11. Couple of breaths. And then we're going to turn around. Modified version, we're on all fours. Arms under the shoulders. Tabletop into Cobra and back. Unmodified. Down dog into up dog. Any combination up to 11. And when you're done, come around. Sit down with crossed legs, however feels comfortable for you this morning. And take a couple of breaths. Good. Breath. So we're going to rotate 6 times in one direction, 5 in the other. Stretch out on the last round in front. And do box breathing. 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. And we'll do it over the left knee and over the right. You can rotate either sitting up or bending down. 1. I'm going the other way. And stretching out. Box breathing. Box breath over the left side. And then over the right. Come on, back up. Reverse the legs, whatever was in front goes behind, or if it was on top, it goes below. We're going to do 6, starting in the opposite direction than we did the last time, and then 5 in reverse, followed by 3 rounds of box breathing again. Here we go. Reversing. Stretching out, 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Not over the right knee this time. And then the left. And coming up. Something on. All right. Nuri, good to see you. Jonathan, have a great weekend. Have a great flight.
You too.
Nuri, best to Ava. And see you Monday.
Have a good weekend.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.